Okay, I'm going to show you how to put MyMathLab onto your Canvas course so that you can sync your grades with MyMathLab. So because I've already done it with my other course, I'm going to have to flip around between a few different courses and to show you what it's going to look like for you doing it initially. So if you look over on your sidebar here and you don't see a MyLab and Mastering button, what you can do is go to Settings, and then under the Navigation tab you should be able to go down here and find it in the items that are disabled. So right now I have the MyLab and Mastering button is disabled, so if I go and enable it, then you will then be able to see it on your navigation tab on the side. So I save, and now I can see the MyLab and Mastering button over here on the side. So then you're going to want to click on it, and it'll look something like this. You're going to go over here to select a MyLab and Mastering product to use with this course. And you can copy one of your existing MyLab and Mastering courses or search for a book. You're probably going to want to copy one of your existing, and it's going to make a new course ID. So if you already have students in a course ID that you're going to be using, they're going to have to go and get in your new course, because this is going to create a new course under a new course ID. And your students then will have to enter into this MyMathLab course through Canvas. They won't go to it through the external Pearson website. They'll be going to it from Canvas. So I'm going to just copy over, I don't know, let's copy over this right here. And then you'll label it, you'll state your course dates, and you'll hit continue. I'm not going to want to do it for me right now just because this is for a different course that doesn't use this, because I've already set it up. So, but that's how you'll set it up. And then once you click on the MyLab and Mastering button, let me go to the one that it's already set up in. Once it's already been set up, when you click on the MyLab and Mastering button, it would look something like this. So your students will have to click on that MyLab and Mastering button within Canvas to initially get enrolled in MyMathLab. They have to do it through Canvas, and they don't need a course ID. They just go through Canvas, and it takes them through the process of getting enrolled in MyMathLab, and it takes them right to your course because they've done it from within Canvas. So what I want to do next, once it's been set up as the instructor, what I want to do is go to the grade sync, because what it needs to do is pull all the assignments over from MyMathLab and put them in Canvas's gradebook. Now here's a little trick you want to do, because if you just click all of them and sync them all at once, what it does, that I've found out, is it puts them all into one category in the Assignments tab. So I've already done this, so you'll see that they're already there. But if I click on the Assignments tab over on the left-hand side of Canvas, oftentimes we don't want them all in one category, we want them in different categories. So, you know, I have a category for homework, I have a category for module tests, I have a category for module reviews, category for participation. So I don't want my MyMathLab to push them all into those same category when I initially sync the grades. So you want to create a new group. So let's say MyMathLab homework, and we'll say that was 10% of the grade or something, and hit save. You want to create a new group, and Canvas just defaults to putting it down here at the bottom. You don't want it at the bottom. You're going to want to click and move it to the top of this screen here in Canvas. So I'm going to put it at the top. Because when you initially sync your assignments from MyMathLab to Canvas, it just dumps them in the top category. So if the top category is something that you don't want them in, it's going to put them all in, and then it's going to be a pain to move everything. So you're going to want to sync it after you've created a category for the items you're going to be syncing. So then I'd go to MyMathLab, go to Grade Sync, and then I'll pick all my homework assignments. So I have no idea what order it puts these in. It's completely random, it looks to me. But I would click all my homework assignments for the course that I want to go in that category, and then I'll sync the grades. So once you've synced everything once and put them in their categories, you don't have to keep putting them in categories every time you sync. It's just the initial time that you set it up where it pulls all the assignments and dumps them into Canvas. So I'm going to delete this now because I don't need it for this course. But I've already set up all of my homework and everything, and so I have a category for homework, I have a category for tests, I have them all there. So that's the initial setup, and from there your students can just go to the MyLab and Mastering button. They'll be on the left hand side. They can click on the MyLab with Pearson eText course home, or they can do the all assignments. If they click the course home, it'll just take them to the course home straight from Canvas, and then they can navigate from Canvas their MyMathLab. They don't have to go to the external site, it'll just be right there. And then when they complete an assignment and the score is there, what you need to do as the instructor now is every few days just go under the grade sync. I just click them all because they're all now in their right categories. They shouldn't move once you've initially done it. You just click grade sync, you sync grades, and I'll just click one right now. You can do them all. Well, I'll do them all. Click sync grades, and it'll sync them all. And you can just, if someone goes back and changes their grade, if you just sync them all, it'll update everything and it'll sync it into the MyMathLab gradebook. So then if I go to my grades, I can see every assignment here, how many points it's out of, and it'll put the scores. They haven't started on this yet, but it'll put the scores once they do. And that is a lot of the basics. One thing I've found out is to, once you've synced them over, if you go to the assignment, if you go to the assignment, if a student's going to click on the assignment here, it's not going to take them to the assignment in MyMathLab. It just looks like this, and you don't want to mess with anything right here. You don't want to change anything here. This is just what it looks like in the assignment. So they don't click on the assignment that way to do the homework. They have to go to the MyLab and Mastering button and go into MyMathLab to find the homework and the quiz or whatever that they're going to do. They can't find it from the assignments button in Canvas. So it doesn't work that way. Hopefully, maybe one day it will, but it doesn't work that way yet. What it does do is allow the students a place to enter into MyMathLab from Canvas, which is right here, and it allows us as the instructors to click on the grade sync and sync the grades to Canvas so that everything with their gradebook can be in Canvas. So that's the basics, and hopefully that helps you get started. Thanks!